Yo, what's up guys, darkbreaker here. Today we are reviewing one of the upcoming heroes. Her name is, should be Ki, like Q and I, and like Ki energy from Dragon Ball Z, for example, Ki. Or Brawler. I think a lot of people just call her Brawler, so I will just call her Brawler because I'm not sure how the pronunciation for Ki is. So yeah, just call her Brawler. Okay, let's start with her skill sets, and then we're talking about the build and Arcanas and how the combinations are for her. I think she's a pretty simple hero, not too complex, since in King of Glory she is the reworked version of SKUD basically. It's I'm not sure what's the name, it's a monk hero, and his kit is pretty much SKUD, but reworked. So let's start with the passive. I will show you guys the passive right here in the bottom again, like I did for the Enzo video. This time maybe speed it up a bit. So the passive is Protection Aura. Ki gains a stack of aura when she uses abilities, stacking up to 3 times. Each stack increases her armor by 80 for 5 seconds. So every time you use a skill, you can see here around me the marks. That means you got 80. Wait, that's crazy actually. 80 armor for 5 seconds for each stack. So you can get up to 240 armor just by using your skills. So one key strength. Okay, never mind. Okay, one. Yeah, that just means you can build her very aggressive while maintaining a lot of armor. So you don't even need Hercules, for example, or Mantle, because you can get so much armor. I feel like maybe she's a strong. Maybe you go for the roaming build, like for SKUD. Actually, I have 2 builds. I already made 2 builds that I typically use for my boosters. But maybe going for a full damage roam build like on SKUD is really good on her. Okay, when abilities hit enemies, she attacks twice as fast for her next normal attacks and deals additional 30% of AD physical while restoring HP. Oh wow, that's good. So every time you attack, you get armor and you attack quicker, and you get lifesteal as well, basically. Not lifesteal, but you get like HP per auto attack. So let's move on to her first skill. It's a charge, which does a knockback to all the things in his way. So I can knock back, see, everything I use my knockback on in his path is getting knocked back. So Star Chaser, Q dashes forward, dealing 200 plus 70% of AD physical damage to enemies along the path and knocking them flying for 0.5 seconds. Cooldown 7 seconds, minus 40%. Maybe around 4 seconds. In late game around 4 seconds with maximum cooldown reduction. That's actually pretty good. You can, so every team fight you can use so many knock-ups for your teammates. It's really good. If you had Yasuo in this game, oh boy, just knockback combo all the time. You can probably use first skill Flicker as well. Wait, what? Ah, yes, you can. Just so you can engage something like S1 Flicker. Wait. Yeah, see. Oh, okay. Not too long range. You need to be. It needs to be in the path, so you can still hit. Okay, right there. So it's very, like I said, it's very similar to SKUD's kit. Okay, let's move on to the second skill. The second skill is Mountain Shaker. Cooldown of 10 seconds goes down to 8 seconds, level 6. Means you can reduce it by 40%, it's like 5.2 or something. Q attacks the target and deals 75 plus 33% of AD physical damage, also reducing the target's armor by 20 for 5 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. So you can level 1 if you use it like this, 100 armor reduced. And at whoa guys, at level 6 the reduction is 60 per stack. It means 300 armor reduction, and your passive gives you armor. So you reduce enemies' armor while gaining a lot of armor yourself by auto-attacking and using abilities. So her third skill is Dragon's Bane. Q attacks dealing 150 plus 45% of AD physical damage and knocking back her target. If the target is knocked into another terrain, it takes an additional 150 plus 45 of AD physical damage, similar to Vero's knockback. If you knock someone to the now I'll show you, to the wall, for example, you do additional damage. Let's move him back to the Let's move him back to the middle so we can all show you guys more skills that are better visible. Let's continue with the description. It takes an addition, okay, and it is stunned. Oh, okay. So you can knock back the person, and if the person is getting knocked back to a wall or a tower, for example, they are getting stunned for 1.5 seconds. That's pretty long, to be honest. And your knockback is 0.5 seconds as well. So you can CC the opponent for 2 seconds if you knock them up and then hit them to the wall. So that's good to know in the lane right here. If you do a combo, you knock them to the wall. Ability again, you can then use this ability again to dash forward and deal... Wait, what? Oh wait, cooldown. I knocked them back. Okay, that's it. Oh wait, okay, I got it. So if you knock them to the wall, for example, the cooldown is getting resetted and you can follow them. Wow! And you do 150 plus 45% of AD, 12% of target's HP lost. So that's actually a pretty damn good combo. You use ultimate to the wall, and then you can use... Wait, what? And then you can use the second... You can use this skill again and do a lot of damage with this. Okay. So I would say let's start with the basic combos that you can use on her without flicker. So you probably start with your S1, jump to the knockback, and you use this skill to use reduce armor, then you keep attacking, and then you can push them back, I guess. Not major. Then another combo, probably, it's like a Lee Sin combo. You use S1, flicker, mid-air, then S3, push them back, and then use S2 and then keep auto-attacking. Of course, you need to remember to keep auto-attacking in between your combos. I won't write it down, but you should always, whenever I do a combo guide, always mix in auto-attacks to cancel animations. You can auto-attack and then use a skill again to cancel the auto-attack animations, so that your combo is more smooth and more quick. So let's do the flicker combo. S1 flicker mid-air, S3 push them back, and then S2 and then auto-attack in between. Oh, actually the range is not that long. Let me check. This is... okay. So for example, you engage into a team fight, then use this, and then pop up, and then auto-attack, auto-attack. That's one basic combo. Then let's do the wall trick. Okay, let's do a flicker play and push them to... Let's push them a bit nearer to the wall. Just a little bit nearer. Okay, now. Let's, for example, you're in the lane, someone is pushing in, and then you do this combo to... It's pretty much a Lee Sin combo. Lee Sin flicker combo. Air, his R is like pushing the opponent back, and that's your ultimate basically. Okay, let's get it going. I show you this one without flicker. Just S1, S3 into the wall, and you can see the ultimate has a duration when you can use it again. Actually, this is AoE. You then use ability to dash forward. Maybe if someone, like you mark them, the person who gets knocked back to the wall is marked, and you can use the ability. You can use actually no, it's not following them. You can just, you have the, now you have this ability. This is the second skill, the second ultimate, which does a lot of damage that you can, like you're stacking here to the wall to someone, and then you engage with this ultimate to a group of opponents, and you will do a lot of damage. Let's push him a little bit back so we can show the flicker combo. Oh no, they are, oh no, opponents are pushing. Let's assume there are more people, not just one. There are like 2 people or 3 people. Then you use this, boom, tuck, and then use ultimate again. I would say that's the usual combo you will try to. You will try to find the opening when you can flicker first skill onto your opponent, push, knock them all up. It's like all the opponents on the pathing of the S1 are getting knocked up, right? And then you push them into the wall, for example. Let's assume we are fighting next to a tower. Let's assume we are trying to dive the opponent. Then you would just push them here again. Wait, does tower work? Yes, towers work, but it's a small range actually. You actually want to do it under, like you can do it under tower, but the target is not that big actually. So you could do the trick under, like, wait, let me push him to our tower. This is probably so funny, me pushing him to the tower. Okay, let's assume they're diving. Right here. Oh no, opponents are trying to dive this tier 1, but for example, if they're diving our tier 3 tower, then you would use S1 flicker and then push him to the tower, and then you use your ultimate again, and then S2. Actually, S2 is AoE. Just if they are all bunched up together and you use your S2, all the armor is getting reduced. Actually, Spear of Longinus in combination with your S2. Wait, let me check it. Should be working. You would reduce 250 plus, wait, 60, 300, whoa, 550 armor reduction. Full late game with Spear of Longinus. But Rank Breaker gives more. Rank Breaker would give more burst damage. So this is my first build on her that I use on a lot of bruisers. This is a standard bruiser build. I'm not sure if you even need this much HP and armor, since her passive gives her so much armor. So that's the first build I use on her, and that's the second build I would use on her. Rank Breaker, Hercules, Omni, Troy, Blade of Eternity, and actually you can see someone is using a full damage build. I'm sure you could actually use a full damage build. Let me show you guys how a roaming full damage build could look like. Let's assume, like we're trying to play the SKUD playstyle. Roam, clear the wave quickly and then try to roam with your abilities. But SKUD is easier to hit your knock up. His S1 has a longer range than our S1. But she's a lot more tanky. I'm not sure how much damage her. Wait.
I must carry on my ancestors' legacy.
Wait. Our S2 doesn't do too much damage, to be honest. Yeah, I feel like she's a more sustain bruiser and not the burst damage bruiser like. Yeah, like I said, you can use the ultimate on someone and then you can use it for squishies and do a lot more damage. Yeah, I feel like she's more sustained. She doesn't have the great... Yeah, you need to go for more damage on her. Okay, let me do a build right now. Either you go Gilded Grease or you go... Wait. Gilded Grease or you go... Let's say you go for roaming build. Then you get the Rank Breaker, of course. Then you get Omni Arms, which is always nice to have. Oops. Omni Arms. let's see, Fenrir here. I would still go Gaia, but we don't. Right now we don't have any armor. Wait. Yeah, I guess you would go Hercules Madness right here. Then go for Fenrir, and then go for Blade of Eternity. That's your typical Roma build that you would use on SKUD, for example. So that's one build. So I showed you guys 3 builds. The tanky Bruiser build, the I would say sustained Bruiser build, and the hard burst Roma build. For Arcanas, there are 2 pages I would recommend you guys. First page is my tanky Bruiser page. 9 Indomitable, 1 Atrocity, 10 Benevolence, 10 Skewer. That makes you very, very tanky. Oh, wait. That makes you very tanky while providing sustain. And the second Arcana page would be a full Bruiser, full AD armor penetration build. That's what's name? Full armor penetration, so 10 Skewer, 10 Onslaught. Oh, I got the name. 10 Onslaught, and then maybe 9 Onslaught, 1 Atrocity, and then 10 Assassinate. That's pretty much it. So we covered her skills, covered her buildings, some combos. I would say the combos are very simple, not as hard as Jena, for example. And then Arcanas and build as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick review of Key or Brawler. And leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more reviews. I will do Zip and Isha or Ishna as well. So see you next time, and bye bye.